everyone.
Is slight technical. I think this will also help you understand like what is the data flowing from which system to other system. Okay, first and foremost, I can just want to distinguish buyer, that is in the left portion, and then the supplier. Okay, supplier may have their own system that can be a legacy or a non-legacy. For example, it can be on SAP backend, or it can be a non-SAP. Okay, for supplier it will be on the extreme right. So let's start, and obviously in between or in the middle is we called CIG, or the middleware of Ariba. It's a dedicated middleware. Okay, so let's start with our buyer, the left hand portion. So we can have S4 HANA as a landscape. We can also have other ERP, maybe ECC, or different version of EHP you can think of. So, or even the third party. Okay. So going forward, anything if you want to on have SAP S4 HANA, it should be an add-on. Okay. So we could have a dedicated, what do you say, a set of software which needs to be installed by SAP basis on S4 HANA or ECC. We call add-on installation. After that, we have a cloud connector feature. Okay, you could be aware there is a cloud connector required for any transaction happening from S4 HANA to the cloud product. So hence, cloud connector is also there. Okay, so in CIG, it's again a kind of a middleware. All the transaction, for example, your purchase orders are flowing from S4 to your maybe uh, Ariba BNI or supplier directly you can think of. So CIG is one stop medium for everything. Okay, so this CIG is a kind of a bridge between your buyer and supplier. Okay, so this gives another many mechanism. For example, you want to map anything, you want to tweak the data, because as of now CPI or PIPO is like doing data tweaking, you can think of from different modules of SAP, right? Similarly, in CAG, similar kind of provision is given to the technical function or techno functional guys to do any data tweaking if they want to do. Okay, on CAG platform, so they can conduct all the transactions, or they monitor all the transactions on CAG. Okay, so in between, because SAP CAG is altogether built on CPI platform, which is again built on BTP. Okay, so now all the transaction will flow back and forth between the supplier on Ariba network. Okay, so this is the whole landscape you can think of from term of data integration touch point. Okay, if we go like, as of now, I think you people at least have some idea like what is SAP Ariba, right? So now in the next phase of this like demo session, you can think of why SAP Ariba, why we need, and what the benefits as a as a you people will get after learning from SAP Ariba, right? So first of all, why to choose SAP Ariba for your career? Again, it's a high demand career path, right? So obviously nobody works like for social work, right? So you need, end of the day, money matters, right? And the trend what we have seen, like switching to SAP Ariba, or any niche cloud product of procurement you can think of. So year on year, there's a, if you switch in a different organization maybe, or within your organization, it depends on how the organization which you are in, right? So year on year, for any SAP Ariba consultant, you can think of it's more than less 15 to 20%, and even beyond that. So obviously, the salary part is a very eye-catching factor after start your career in SAP Ariba. Okay, it's a future-proof technology, as I mentioned, right? Uh, from 2026 onwards, everything is migrating to BTP, right? And there will be hell lot of buzz in the market, right? And the dynamics of SAP Ariba is shifting more towards uh, artificial intelligence and machine learning, right? So you have secured your future at least for certain time span you can think of, right? So you are on the same track what SAP is also trying to deploy if you are learning cloud product of SAP Ariba. So this is a future proof technology you can think of. Okay. Again, multi carrier tracks, as I mentioned, right, there are different modules of SAP Ariba. If you are excelling in more than 3 to 4, believe me, you are on the verge of getting, promoted even up till level of architect or SME, right? uh, so all the SME related activity you can think of, so you have multiple or ample number of opportunity in your kind of multiple career tracks you can think of. Okay. So again, many Fortune 500 company and even beyond that are like working with SAP Ariba. They have installed SAP Ariba, and their landscape for procurement is going. So you have an opportunity going forward to work with the very good clients, okay, which is already opted on SAP Ariba. Okay. Because there are n number of AMS project is also there. It is not always a deployment, right? Because any software deployment of SAP Ariba module, it needs like AMS as well, right? Application
Manish, can
management.
you hear me?
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you here. I think Vishnu is having some question to ask. Okay, Vishnu, you
Yeah.
can unmute yourself and you can ask your queries.
Yeah, thank you for that. So,
Yeah,
so in the last slide, what you have showed is integrations. So, as an Ariba consultant, so we should be also aware of integration, and that's one thing. And second question is, should we also be familiar with all the concepts and to get into Ariba because we are new into SAP? So, how do we handle that? So, these are the
Yeah.
two questions.
So first of all, I need to go to this particular slide. I think you wanted to ask, like you should be aware of not, right? So aware is a very good
Yes.
word. Yes, you should be aware, like where your data is flowing, how you want to see the data, For example, uh, you are taking career as a consultant, right? You must be aware, right? For example, my data is getting somewhere in a deep hole, a deep loop, right? So definitely you should be aware of what CIG is, not in depth. If you starting just kick starting your Ariba, I will not suggest or recommend to directly jump and know each and every concept of CIG. No, that's a pure technical. Okay. So but yeah, but you should know what is CIG at a very high level, right? Because at the end of the day, customer will ask you, so how the data is flowing, right? Because you should be in a position in design phase, because there will be different phases of deployment of Ariba, right? So you should be aware. It's a good to aware of, but no need to have must mandatory. Coming to your second question, all your concept. No, you should not know all your concepts, but you should know the basics. Okay. Even not basics of I would just recommend to go with the basics of your terminology, whatever used in procurement world. For example, purchase requisition. You should know what is purchase requisition, just as a layman language or layman term. Even what is purchase order, it's a very very basic words, or basic, what is it, uh, in supply chain management, or in procurement world, we know what is seven life cycle of P2P. So those things you should be aware of, you know uh, so that will be useful for your Ariba journey. But having knowledge of will be added advantage. I hope you are clear with the question.
Yeah, so the answer is like, so we should be aware of the concepts in both integration and in to be able to answer or think how to implement in a better way, or but we'll not
Exactly.
be getting a hands-on implementation on this one, right?
Hands on, basically whatever I will be conducting training, right? I will be giving all from basics to the either advanced level. Okay, I will not go very deep dive in because whatever is required from Ariba angle or Ariba project, I will be very go deep dive over there, but I may not be teaching the concepts altogether. I may not want to end up teaching concept, because that is a different what to say, different legacy or different system altogether, right? So we will be focusing all the core concepts of Ariba.
Okay, got it. But we'll be able to secure the job if we say only a Reba consultant
Definitely,
and
definitely, even you, I'm telling you, right, from my, let me scroll you a little bit, this core module, right? I have seen people as of now only 10 years on the one, like Ariba sourcing. Okay, so even if you are excelling your sourcing, because there is a new product called guided sourcing also, so that is a very new, right? So they are excelling in even in one module of Ariba. You can think of SAP, right? There are multiple module of like MM, FICO, ABAP is also there, right? Basis, security, right? N number of modules. So within Ariba, there is N number of modules. So even if you are uh, like knowing, or if you are going excelling in more than two modules, it's enough. Okay. I think Iraj is also in the industry from many years. Iraj, you can also throw
Yes, yes,
some
yes.
lights, right? Yeah.
Yeah. True, true, Manish. So Vishnu, I can say like there is a myth always. Okay, people will say sometimes they will upsell the things, the courses, and all those things. We don't do those things here. Okay, they say, oh, you need to have MM sound understanding of MM, so you take the MM course also. So I can say that's a myth because you see MM. If you're talking about the technology stacks here in SAP or different modules, most of the products are doing the same thing with respect to the procurement. If you're talking about procurement, SAP Ariba is a procurement tool. SAP SRM also does the same thing. In MM also, most of the part is there. And SAP MM is sourcing and procurement. S4HANA sourcing and procurement is there. So everything is doing the same thing. So you no need to, learn all those modules as such. Now, SAP roadmap in SAP's, future plan is to make SAP Ariba is the sole procurement. Now the thing here is like MM is having the different conceptual approach for the procurement. Some of here are the MM guys over here, okay? And always I say to them, don't compare MM procurement process with Ariba. Ariba, first thing we have to understand here is Ariba is not an ERP, part of an ERP, okay? MM is the part of an ERP. So for that reason, definitely we need to do the integration, okay, with a cloud-based solution to backend system. We call it as SAP S4HANA MM or S4HANA sourcing and procurement. We are doing the integration aspect here. So if you are a core MM guy and you want to be very rigid, it's very difficult to understand, accept the procurement process over here in SAP Ariba. So as a fresher, you are not having any MM understanding. It's really good to write everything on the blank paper kind of thing. You're getting my point. But as Manish said, if you are having the understanding of MM, it will be little helpful for you in integration aspects. And also, I can say here, MM is a very vast module. Okay, so whichever in our training, whichever the MM related activities we are doing in Ariba, that's definitely we are going to cover it up. Okay. And for the integration aspects, you see now the rules are changing a lot. A lot of companies are cutting the uh, resources here. Previously, if you're talking about before COVID, there were three different consultants will be working. One is for the upstream, one is for the downstream, and one is for the integration consultant. So that one was the luxury days. Now companies are cutting the cost here. So they are expecting one person should have upstream, downstream, and also integration knowledge. Some of the companies I'm saying, not every one of them. So as Manish says rightly also, if you are very good focusedly concentrating on even one module also, there are a lot of openings. There are a lot of job requirements only for the upstream projects as well, and only for the downstream projects as well. And somebody wants to excel in the integration aspects only. Okay, that is also there are a lot of jobs. So you see, one person cannot be master in all. Okay, that's good to have understanding of all the modules together, but you should have the expertise in some of the modules that will make you excel in achieving the job. That is always our suggestion. But one thing I want to tell you here is like we are covering all the modules. This is a 360 degrees of training. Okay, we are not leaving any sort of the things, and everything is going to be very practical. Okay, everything is going to be very much hands-on, project scenario based training. And whenever there are certain concepts, Manish is going to tell you, okay, these are the interview point of view, these concepts are very clear, and even he is going to indicate which sort of questions will be coming across. So this training is not only going to make you well equipped to attend the interviews, but also if somebody is already onboarded in SAP Ariba project, they can do those projects in a very better way. Okay, that I can assure you in this one. So to answer your question, uh, very precisely, I can say there is no need of MM knowledge understanding here because we are doing anyway here. And the thing here is you should not be very good at to learn SAP Ariba, but obviously you should have the terminology understanding and conceptual understanding of the basic procurement, terms and concepts. That is very important. If some of you are not having those ideas, are totally coming from a different background, like I think you are from CPI background, right, Vishnu? So yeah. So for that
Business
reason, I
analysis
can
background.
say,
Yeah.
sorry,
Business analysis background. Yeah.
business analysis background. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might be aware of the basic terminologies also, right? What is PO?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
What is
Yeah. On the
invoice and
business
what is
lingo,
P2P?
I can understand
Yes,
everything.
that is more than enough. You see, I can say always to everyone like SAP ERP is an business driven ERP solution. Okay, if you have more business understanding, that much easy for you to do the things. This is just a tool. Okay, you are going to master the tool, and eventually you are going to talk in the with the stakeholders. You are going to give the solutioning to the business processes, their business, whichever the challenges they are having. So you are giving the solutions to the business. Unless until you are having the capability to understand their business, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so that's going to be the strength over here. Understanding the business clearly is very important, and you need to talk to them in a very proper way. That's how the consultancy works here. Okay, so I can say, at the same time, integration is also required, but not to the extent level like techno functional technical level, like you are going to do the complex integration, writing the APIs and all those things, and mapping the things deep drive. Not that much necessary at the initial stage. Don't plan for that one if you're coming from non-technical. If you are coming from any CPI background or technical background, you can concentrate on. So going forward, definitely I will be there with every individual of you to guide you in your career as well. Okay. So believe me, that's going to be a very good journey going forward. Okay. And Manish is going to teach everything in detail. So very patiently, and we are willing to take all your queries in a very welcoming ways. So I always recommend everyone, please ask more questions here. So the more questions, the more discussion. Okay. Now Vishnu asked one question, so the discussion has elaborated, and we have seen a lot of things here. So please ask more questions here. Yeah. So Vishnu, hope you got the clarity on this one.
Yes, yes. I got the
Yeah.
clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So guys, anybody else who are having any sort of questions? Please, if any one of you are having any question, you can just unmute your mic and you can come up with the question. So no question is like the basic question or advanced question. Just speak it out. So that's really going to help every one of us to discuss the topic in a more clear way and advanced way.
Hello. Hi, Raj.
Yeah,
I have few questions. Yeah, this is Farooq here.
yeah, for
Manish, yeah, no,
Yep.
Manish, I just want to understand on that, yeah, the P2P cycle. As you said, MM is not required here, as you are considering that SAP Ariba itself will handle all this P2P cycle itself, right?
Yeah.
In that way, correct me if I'm wrong, that there is a three-way, match invoice verification will be
Yeah.
happening, right? So
Yes.
in that case, SAP Ariba itself will handle that three-way, invoice
Ye-
verification.
Yes, yes. Three-way match and two-way match, right? So again, PO like GR and invoice, right? Ariba will definitely do the first level of checks on the three-way match, but at end of the day, for anything three-way match, because that will need n number of master data. Okay, it depends on your business scenario, but your first level of three-way match will be done within SAP Ariba on SAP Business Network or also on BNI. It depends on which module or what is the business requirement is altogether. But in short, Farooq, yes, three-way match is obviously there within Ariba landscape.
Okay, thank you, Manish. So other question is like, what is the main difference between this MMP2P and SAP that the module which you said the operational module?
Yeah,
So how it
downstream.
differs? Yeah, downstream. Yeah, exactly. How it differs, like because some clients they may be having their own. I mean, SAP MM in ECC or S4
Hmm,
HANA,
hmm.
and a few modules in the SAP Ariba. As I've said, like it's all more of licensing, right? So
Yep.
customers, based on their budget and their constraints, they
Hmm.
want to have their own legacy system in SAP MM for few, and they will purchase few modules from the SAP Ariba, like sourcing, as if
Yeah.
like it's a strategic sourcing may happen a stream seamlessly in SAP Ariba, but
Mhm.
that is not there in SAP right? Please correct me if
Mhm.
I'm, because I'm not
Yeah.
from SAP background, so I'm
Mhm.
just trying to understand how it differs, and how that flow will bidirectionally it will happen between the SAP and the SAP Ariba in that case.
Yeah.
If the customer is having the both the legacy, and they have to opt for trade of few modules from the SAP Ariba.
Yeah. So if you're coming with SAP MM, for example, all that, because there was a concept of T code or Fiori apps, right? So you need to
Mhm.
do everything within S4 HANA landscape, right? So if you're migrating to Ariba, so you no need to do again everything, because that will be taken. Everything is kind of a automatically getting driven. All your Miro, or you can think of all your PO, GR, anything, whatever you think of, existing T code functionality or Fiori based functionality in MM, those are driven from Ariba eventually. At end of the day, Ariba is gonna integrate your invoices or your purchase order, whatever you can think of, all the transaction directly to your S4 HANA. So no need to do again in MM. The first, what is it? The core difference will be the more on the UI factor. Okay, the Ariba is the more easiest way to handle the workflow, approval workflow, because you need to have n number of workflow, right? No need to go here and there, because within MM you might be aware, right? There's so many customization built. If you want to do anything, you need to customize your ERP or tweak your ERP based on your requirement. In Ariba, it's more about the fit to standard, whatever is the standard practice, and it's because SAP is also trying to push more on the standard. The less customization, the less maintenance at end of the day, right? So Ariba is more on the fit to standard functionality eventually, and all your transaction which is happening in MM will be pushed or will be integrated from Ariba itself. You no need to do again manually in S4 HANA.
Okay, thank you, Manish.
Yep. Yep.
So the other question I do have on the, I mean, as I said, there is no coding required on ABAP or something required to change the screen layouts, or do
Yeah.
some functionalities based on the customization for the specific clients. So that is not required at all, right? In that case, in SAP Ariba.
Look, 5 to
Mm.
10% customization is possible, but as of now, everything is owned by SAP. If you want to do some certain field level of enhancement, right? If you want to introduce few new field, right? In Ariba, there is a
Mhm.
concept of you have, because customer need to purchase in a packet of five. Okay, if there is
Mhm.
any customization, which it again needs to be a feasibility check. Okay, it cannot be like, for example, blindly I can say, hey, it is feasible on Ariba, because it is a SaaS product, right? And usually cloud products are slightly rigid, right? It is not
Mm.
very flexible considering your S4 HANA or ECC, right? Customer needs to procure the field also. The license is a different costing. Okay, for five
Mhm.
field you have to pay for to Ariba. Again, if you need two more field, again you need to purchase five field only. So anything, it should be a five field concept. So 5 to 10% customization is possible, Farooq. It depends on the requirement again.
Okay, that is required the technical team to be
No,
done, right?
no, you
Because
just need the logic.
mm,
Like, what is the,
mm,
because you should know from business, hey, I need alphanumeric field, right? I
mhm.
need greater than 10 percentage, or I need mandatory field, right? So you just need to know the requirement. You just need to convey the requirement to SAP Ariba team. That is the, because they are the employees, or you can think of they are the original equipment manufacturer, OEM, right? So
Okay,
they are gonna do. You are not gonna do, because you do not have that what is the flexibility to write a code in Ariba. That will be done directly by themselves, SAP Ariba team.
Yeah, yeah,
okay. So in that
yeah.
case of
Very good.
transportation, sorry,
No, no, TR,
Yeah,
nothing. So
TR
here,
is
yeah,
not
go ahead.
required. No?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
There again, there is a different concept of ICM, because Ariba is more driven from parameter configuration or template configuration. There are three things. Okay, so this is
Mhm.
again driven. Few things are manual in test to plus production. A few things are driven kind of a concept of not TR. We called package deployment of package from test instance to the production instance. So that is how it is.
Okay, will you be sharing those knowledge as well, right, in that
Yeah,
training
definitely. In
session? Because
the upcoming,
mm,
look, we have dedicated, kind of a 1 hour or 2 hour session for ICM, you know,
okay,
intelligent configuration management. So there we will take it. And there are many things, like CSV files are there. Okay, because many things are not doable, so we have to do via CSV files as well. So it's a mix bag of everything you can think of, right?
got it, Manish. So one other question I do have, Manish, on
Hmm.
that. So let's say I'm a buyer. Okay, I want to identify a supplier in the market, let's say XYZ, where they are not owning that Ariba platform. They are owning Copa, let's say. So
Hmm.
how would that I want to establish with the client, get a relationship with the supplier. So whether I have to send across that link to the you know through email or somewhere, we have to shoot out an email to the supplier saying that, see, I want to have a business with you in the
Yeah,
let us join and jam in that, join in that business network, let's say.
exactly.
So should the supplier has to pay some fee for joining in that case?
There are two things. There is standard account and the enterprise account. For the standard account, it's a free. Okay, so they can do. There is again, it depends. The fee is there, but not always. If your
Mhm.
revenue is crossing more than 50,000 USD, 50K USD, you can think of, just giving you a hypothetical number, because more or less it depends. Region to region. For Mexico region, it is separate, right? For EMEA region, it is separate, right? For North America, again, I don't want to go into that detail, but yeah, Ariba is free, but it there is some license is also there. If you want to have your integration, for example, supplier is having their own backend. They want to push the invoices from their own ERP system or non-ERP system, right? So if you want a integration or CXML integration, basically, then yeah, you have to pay. Like supplier has to pay the enterprise fee. Okay, it's a kind of an annual membership, uh, Farooq. So,
Okay,
and whatever you mentioned, that TRR, we have a trading relationship request. You need to establish a relationship request to conduct a business on Ariba network. A buyer should initiate, a kind of a email sort of thing, like trading relationship request, that hey, I want to do business with you. Come and do business on Ariba platform or SAP Business Network. So every mechanism is there, Farooq, to do that. You getting a point?
Got, got it. Thank you. Perfect. Yeah, thank you, Manish. So I think
Yeah.
most of the questions I have, these are the most of the open questions I do have. Anyway, you have addressed most of my questions. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, great,
Okay.
great, Farooq. Just to add few more points here, Farooq, to your questions. You see, unlike in MM side, we are very much open for the out of the box changes. Okay, we have the adapter. We can do a lot of changes. We can change the code. We can do whatever we want. But here in Ariba, that is not there, which already Manish has mentioned. So we have called enhancement ER. We need to raise the ER to SAP engineering team, because one thing is we have to understand we are working as the service provider. We are not basically the owner of the SAP product over here. Okay, we are going to be the implementation partners. Okay, we'll be working in a company or any organization where the implementation of Ariba is going to happen. So we are the implementation partners. So implementation partners will not be having any access to the database. So that is the one liner I can say. If you don't have the access to the database, you can't do any changes. In short, you can't do any enhancement. So for that reason, you have to raise the enhancement request. I'll give you a very simple example for that. You can understand it very clearly. Let's say, for example, you are having, a 5,000 square feet of land. Then at the same time, you have two choices. One is like you are having the 5,000 square feet of land, and one is like you are having 250 square feet of apartment. Okay, or what I can say, condo, you can say. Okay, you are having there. So whether you want to buy your flat in the condo or you want to construct your own house here. So if you are constructing your own house, you are having a free will how you want to do it. Okay, you want to have a very big lawn, you want to have a very good kitchen over there, and very vast bedrooms and exterior also. How you want to do, you can do it. It's your free will to do that. Now, when you are purchasing a flat in any community or any society, there will be standards you need to follow. Okay, the builder is going to do the standards. You can't do any changes to the exteriors If you're doing any changes to the exteriors, definitely the other people are going to get affected on that. So we have to maintain the things here. So Ariba is a cloud solution. If Ariba is doing some changes to you, definitely it is going to affect globally to all the customers over there. So whenever you are raising in certain cases, if you are raising the enhancement request also, that's going to cost a lot, first thing. And the second thing is, it's not sure like your enhancement request is going to be approved or not, because they'll see whether the product is going to affect globally only because of this. But another thing is like, if your requirements are very genuine and it can cater more number of participants, more number of customers around the globe, definitely they are going to accept. So this is how the hypothetical relation you can make it in this one. So you can't do any this one, and the enhancement requests are highly chargeable. Manish, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's chargeable, definitely.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the thing, guys. Yeah. Hope you got more insight on it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Harish.
So if we have, if we can move to the next, like Ariba versus competitor. I think Kupa somebody already, mentioned. So I just wanted to take a, quick recap or a quick comparison you can think of between our competitor. Obviously, Ariba is a what is a cloud product, right? Similarly, we have in market Coupa and Oracle procurement, right? So if you go with the market position, obviously within the, if you go with the Gartner chart of, over there, we are in the leader, right? And Coupa is a strong challenger, and Oracle is established player. If you go with the network size, nobody beats us, right? So 6 million plus suppliers, we are there, like Ariba is there over there. Coupa is more or less around 400k to 500k suppliers, and Oracle is a limited network. Okay, if you go with the ERP integration, native SAP integration with Ariba, right? All the SAP, so we have a native integration with SAP ERP. Coupa is again a multi ERP, and Oracle is a native Oracle integration. If you come to the deployment part, all are like or Ariba and Coupa is a pure cloud SaaS. Okay, Oracle still offers the on-prem and the cloud version. In the job market, if you go and, I think you might have already done that. So highest demand is on the Ariba as of now, but the growing and the, like, moderate demand is on Coupa plus Oracle respectively. AI capabilities coming with the next gen, right? 2026, Ariba is going to change the dynamics of the market, because it is more driven from the BTP platform, which is a very strong, kind of a landscape or the infrastructure coming forward. Okay, so if you go with the key advantage of Ariba is the massive supplier network, right? Majority of the players or the majority of the suppliers is coming and doing the, all the integration or the transaction on Ariba network. So that is a clear, preferential choice you can think of for a large enterprises. Okay, so this is what the comparison chart looked like. Okay, so if we go with the future roadmap, this is a very interesting slide. Okay, because it is defining the all the next roadmap, okay, of the Ariba, because many things are gonna happen in 2026 plus, beyond. Because if you read the roadmap of SAP Ariba or SAP basically, so next gen is coming up. Okay, it is already getting deployed for few of the customer in few region. We are also trying to, get a hold of it. Okay, so it's a seamless integration, because SAP has doing this thing like BTP, everything is going over there, right? We have sub account concept and all, right? So within a seamless integration is going to happen over there. So all the ERP, like third party ERP is now getting more the flavor of open APIs, right? It's a more deep rooted integration with your S4 HANA plus your any open API, because there are n number of open APIs right in the market, which is as of now SAP is slightly lacking behind, because coming BTP in the picture, they are trying to seamless integrate with that as well. Okay, so right now the focus is more on the AI native ecosystem. Joule is coming up because AI, generative AI copilot. For example, Joule is one of the feature, of SAP which has introduced just like Chat GPT. Okay, but Chat GPT is like, like full open world. But Joule is like, kind of your within your ERP ecosystem, within your S4 HANA system, whatever the capacities is there, right? If you want to go, for example, smart sourcing, you just need to type a prompt. Okay, hey, create an RFP for 500 laptop based on the last purchase. So they will try to predict all the prices. Okay, they will try to suggest the supplier. So that is how we called smart sourcing. This yet to be coming, because as of now this feature is not yet available. So obviously we are not going to take this in training, but I'm just giving you the future roadmap of Ariba. Okay, so this is coming also. So obviously the buzz in the market is very high for next gen. I think Iraj, you also are aware, right? So obviously next gen is coming in
Yes, yes.
this year, so it's very,
This year
so yeah.
Q4 maybe they're expecting on that part.
Yeah.
And guys, everything is going to be in AI because you see, we need to be very much aligned with the new technologies also. Okay. And in our training, all the advanced topics, definitely we are going to cover everything in going forward. And we have an option for the current enrollments participants. Okay. If at all you are the part of the batch which is coming in the Q1 quarter, and whichever the releases are coming forward in Q4, even like the end of the year also. So those updates will we are going to give you free of cost during this training. It's like after you finish the training, you might be having, oh, I missed next gen SAP Ariba. But in future, if you are conducting any such classes, including these features in upcoming batches, so you will be getting the updates on this part. Okay, that I want to tell you. Because you see, you can't totally, ignore AI. If you are ignoring AI going forward, definitely you will be ignored from the, sorry to say, but those people who are not, ignoring AI, they will be the top list. Okay, those who are ignoring AI, they will be ignored in the job market. Very straightforward. Okay, because a lot of buzz is there. We need to, with AI, a lot of jobs are going to go away. Yes, there are going AI is going to take a lot many jobs. But if we learn AI, we are going to create our new workfulness. Because you are doing two, three people jobs, so definitely you can demand for more salary and more prosperity on that one. So we always recommend everyone to be ahead in the technology game here. And we are always innovating. We are always adding new features in our training. This one and for the entire for this for up to 4 quarters, whichever the updates are coming, we are including in our training. Definitely, we are going to make it available for the current batch participants as well, the future batch participants as well. So those will be there. And if at all there are certain sessions which we are added here going forward, you are going to be invited without charging anything extra on that part as well. Okay, so that's what I want to announce it over here as well. Yeah, yeah, please, Manish, you can go.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. So similarly, we have, Ariba intake management. Okay, again, it's a new concept coming in. Okay, like if anything you want to, do, for example, kind of a tracker view, like what is your present status of any particular uh, RFP or RFI you can think of, like any SLP, supplier request or anything, right? So those transparency is coming up. So there is a no code builder concept, right? So it is a more of a drag and drop coming in with SAP Build. SAP Build is one of the established player, okay, for the no code builder. Okay, so you do not need to change any code over as such. So that is also coming in. These are the future. Okay, so that is how shaping up of the Ariba AI functionality with next gen is lined up in the future roadmaps. Okay, so your learning journey, this is very again important, because you might be getting enrolled, for example, what next? So foundation, like all the procurement, the foundation, we are expecting slight foundation, like few terminology understanding from you guys. Okay, and then we can start, you're shaping your career, like we will try to teach you. So this is what I wanted to convey, that the foundation is like the procurement basic terminology. Okay, Ariba overview and architecture we're gonna learn, navigation and the basic configuration we are also gonna learn, and then the functional skills. So we should have a deep dive knowledge of 2 to 3 core modules. Okay, all the business process configuration, or what the real world scenarios or the case study look like, right? And if you focus on the advanced, like integration with S4 HANA or the CAG concepts, right? So then it is the market you can think of, that you are very much highly skilled in this SAP Ariba, and then comes to your certification. So once you have everything established, so I would recommend to go with the certification, because this will be added advantage to your resume or the CV. Okay, so that is how the certification preparation and the hands-on on the sandbox, on the Ariba servers you should have it, and then obviously the interview preparation and the portfolio building will be assisted. Okay.
Anybody having any questions, guys? Because this slide is very important. This is, containing a quick overview of your learning journey as well as your career transit. If somebody is, moving from any other this thing to here.
Yes,
Hi,
sir.
Manish.
Raj.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah,
I
Priyanka.
have a question. So I am from SAP Fieldglass background. I have almost overall 10 years of experience, and here I want to know what will be covered in with respect to Fieldglass. And here you are mentioning integration with SAP S4 HANA. So for me,
Hmm.
I think the the requirement from the
Field glass
companies
perspective,
is
yes.
like, yeah, so
Yeah. Integration with
they want
field
to
glass with
have
Ariba.
the yes, correct. So
Okay.
I want to know if that would be covered here.
No, unfortunately not, because you see, we are running another course for sorry, field glass one. Okay, so field glass,
Mm.
in that one we'll be showing the field glass integration with SAP Ariba. So it's not the other way around. Usually field glass, most of the case scenarios are, the implementations are happening from field glass to Ariba integration, or field glass to success factors integrations. Okay, those are the core areas of field glass. But you see, Priyanka, what happens, since you are working since 10 years in SAP field glass, so you might be pretty aware, like we need to have the proper landscape. So we need to have field glass system, and we need to have SAP Ariba system. We need to have ERP system. So it's a very expensive landscape, I can say. Of course, we can provide that kind of training if people are willing to pay that much of amount, because you see, we need to procure all the servers. And one more thing I want to tell you over here is like the accesses which you are getting here are properly legal one. Okay, we are not giving you our client access or some other institutes, or some people will just say some of the accesses from their client projects or some other things. They'll some consultant is there. If he's teaching SAP Ariba, he'll be using his own server accesses and giving that one also. That much of risk they are taking. Ours one is we are directly taking from the SAP registered vendors the server accesses, so that you can see all the features, and it's a cost. Okay, so landscape is the cost. First challenge is the landscape. Second thing is like most of the Ariba learners are not very intent to have a field glass player, because you see, this is a complete supply chain kind of activities we are seeing more here. Field glass is, in short, I can say, is like a vendor management system. We have three more standard modules over here, so everything goes over there as well. Okay, contractual hiring and all those things will be having. So field glass integration, no, Priyanka, we are not going to show over here. I'm sorry to say that one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So, but for you,
Thank
I
you.
think so. Learning SAP Ariba is going to have a very good advantage over here. Are you working as a consultant, or how is it your role in field glass? Can you just put a light
Consultant.
on? Oh, consultant here. Okay, that's really great. Okay,
Yes.
really great. Appreciate that one. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else, guys? Somebody is asking some question here.
No, I read this for here.
Yeah, yeah, Farooq, please go ahead.
Yeah, and because I'm from non-ACB background, although I am part of a business analyst, so I just wanted to understand if if I'm going to get into the career transition.
Mm.
So I have to tweak my profile in such a way that I do have hands-on experience on those on the functional side, right? So will you be giving any
Mm.
assistance on that? And also I
For sure.
need,
Hmm.
okay. So
Yeah,
because
please go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to understand on that blueprint documents is really required for as in a BA we have this BRDs in such a way.
Mhm.
Do we have anything like that, BPP like kind of a thing as a functional
Uh,
consultant to create no artifacts?
you see, yeah, very good question you asked. First thing is like I want to tell you, we are here to tweak those who are interested to take this service. Like is included in the package itself. Okay, no extra cost for this. So the thing here is like we are here to help you tweaking your resume. Okay, to the level like your probability of getting onboarded in any Ariba project is going to be very high. At least your resume is going to be picked up because we are doing this one since so long, almost a decade. Okay, so we know how the market is there, which kind of demand is there in the market, depending upon your region also. Okay, if you are in Middle East, there is the different kind of requirements are going to be there. If you are in the European region, and different regions will have different requirements. So based upon the uh, interest you are where you want to apply, so we are going to customize your individual PC based upon your experience and all, so that we are going to help you out for that one for sure. Okay, resume building and portfolio building, everything is going to be there. And not only that one, if at all you are getting any sort of interview calls, okay, let's say for example your interview is scheduled on Friday, Saturday, sorry, not Saturday, Wednesday or something. Okay, but you got 1 week before your this one, and you have the job description. We are going to go through that one. We are going to take individual call and help you out how it's going to be helpful and what are the things you are going to make it done, and all those things definitely we are going to help you out on this part. Okay, that is for sure. And the second question is like project documentations. Okay, after this complete presentation I'm going to show you the list of documents what we do have. We have work enablement guide and all those things. A lot of project documentations are going to be there. That's really going to be helpful for you guys. So you see, there's going to be a lot of gaps between what exactly we are going to learn and what we are going to present in the this one. Okay, interview things. So you're not going to be novice in front of the interviewer saying, oh, if he asks like some sort of implementation methodologies as how you are going to do, what are your activities. So those gaps usually going to, hinder you to get selected in this one. So that gap you are going to fill it up. Yeah. So you'll be familiar with all the project implementation processes. Even you are going to see the documentations. It's going to be provided to everyone. Yeah. Hope you got my answer, Farooq.
Yeah, thank you, Harish.
Welcome. So is there anybody else, guys? Any questions you have? Yeah. Okay. Manish, I think we can move on to the next slide.
Yeah.
Please.
So considering the timeline, Iraj, so I think we should focus on the system now because I have few
Yes. Yes.
for,
Yes.
yeah, because we actually
Yeah.
started slightly late, so no worries.
Yes. Yes. Because we were waiting.
Yeah. So team, I'm just gonna show you the real system access, the system, how the Ariba looks like. So this is the, what do you need first of all? You just need the internet connection, okay, and the URL. So whatever the URL is provided to you. So as of now, I think for your training perspective, you might need the Citrix or maybe what to say remote desktop login. But eventually, what happens, if you are in a secure, either you can have SSO, single sign-on, going forward in your future organization. I'm just saying. Otherwise, you need a internet connection, a URL, whatever is given to you, and user ID and password. Okay, and then if you click on sign in, so the dashboard which is gonna show. So that is how the Ariba. This is a spend management website, by the way. So we have two more a system. First is the SAP business network, okay, that is also there, and there is a second system. Okay, let me show you the SAP spend management. This is your upstream plus downstream. Whatever I'm going to show you, like this particular dashboard, this is how Ariba looks like. Okay, so if you see, just let me go to the upstream first. If you see, there are, this is kind of a logo or the test website, indication. So this is your dashboard where you can manage all your working transaction. For example, you worked on certain transaction, my document, right? So what is those, and when it was created, what is the status? So this is how, again, a customizable dashboard. This dashboard can be customized based on your choices. Okay, so this is how the dashboard looks like. Okay, all of your to-do list, and whatever is in your bucket to approve, so those things are there based on the role or authorization given to you. So you will be able to see the different modules of Ariba. So we have sourcing, for example, we have contracts. Okay, so we also have supplier management. So there are many. So these are all upstream module you can think of, because the in the URL, if you see the sourcing, right, so usually the sourcing is coming in the upstream part. Okay, you can create all your guided sourcing project or sourcing request. Okay, so this is how a dashboard really looks like. If we go to the downstream now, so we have to switch to downstream module. If you clearly observe right now in the URL, it is sourcing, right? So after switching, it will be the buyer, meaning the downstream, the operational, what I was mentioning, right? So that is how the switch happens. Okay, it is within a single URL, a single, what to say, suite integration we called. Okay, so here all your procurement activities, for example, if you want to create any PR, how a PR will look like, let me show you some PR. Okay, so some of our training, like training might have created, right? So this is how a PR looks like in the Ariba. Okay, so all the approval workflow and all. So this is how a PO will be eventually getting transmitted from PR to PO. So this is how a dashboard area looks like of Ariba. Okay, so there's no T code concept over here. We have to just navigate. It's a UI path. All the configuration will be managed in manage core administration for downstream. So these are all the configuration where we will handle our all the system of Ariba. Okay, as an end user, I'm not sure if any would have you seen this SAP Ariba. Many of the feature, or what is a configuration, will not be present for them as an end user, but for a consultant or like administrator, this all configuration will be driven from this. So no need to go here and there. We just need to know, like for example, UI, where this configurations are there. So that is how the Ariba is driven altogether. Okay, so just a minute, let me show you the buyer as well. So we have a URL called buyer.ariba.com or supplier.ariba.com. Okay, so and that is gonna look like more or less. So this is a kind of a SAP Business Network login. This is a separate system altogether. Okay, so here we can also log in into, and just a minute. I think I need to switch from here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ashoka has asked one question here, Manish. So,
Yeah,
what will be the duration of SAP Ariba implementation? So, I hope like you are asking about the implementation of SAP Ariba, right, Ashok? So, the typical
yes.
duration, yeah, yeah, typical duration depends if you are doing the end-to-end implementation where upstream, downstream, and whole integration is there. So, with four resources, 3 to 4 resources, typically it can be done from 18 to 24 months. Yeah. So there are also different phases going to be there, and Manish will put more light on that part.
Yeah, it totally depends on which module. For example, SLP, by default it was like 16 weeks or 14 weeks, but again the preparation takes time. Okay, the overall project, like for as a end to end, it will be close to 6 to 7 months or even beyond that. It depends like how many supplier you want to onboard. But coming straight away, like out of the box, like deployment of the Ariba SLP, I'm just talking on supplier life cycle, it is like 14 weeks or 16 weeks, right? But the heaviest or the heavy lifting is on the BNI, Ariba buying and invoicing, as rightly mentioned by Iraj. It is crossing more than, even for it will be almost a year, or again more than 2 year. It depends on how large the customer and how large the deployment is gonna happen. It, because many rollout will also happen. A big bang, a big bang will, like consisting of multi countries. But if they want to focus on only few region, right, then it will be in wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 concept. Okay, so it totally depends on how the business requirement are. More or less out of the box functionality is in few months, like 3 to 4 months, cruising to 18 to 20 months as well. It depends. Okay. So there's this another platform called SAP Business Network. Okay, so here it is like, kind of the, first of all, it's a buyer network you can think of. Okay, similarly we have supplier a separate account for supplier, a very similar portal. Okay, that we called SAP Business Network supplier account. So as we just logged in buyer.ariba.com, for a supplier, they will log into their own account with supplier.ariba.com. Okay, so this is how a purchase order and everything looks like over here in this dashboard. If you click on any purchase order, for example, and this is a PO, a purchase order basically coming from your downstream, you can think of. So all this, is gonna look, or transaction is gonna happen on this basically. So I think, Iraj, I think we have only 4 minutes. If you want to take, from your
Yes.
side. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. No, it can little extent also I can handle it. No
Okay.
problem. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So guys, first thing I want to ask you, like everyone, like, do you have any questions to ask here so far? Any questions relevant to, technical aspects or, career aspect? Please open up your mic.
I have one question related to the administration side. Do we need to have a certification to configure the admin for doing the administration activities? As like in SAP Success Factors, we need to have the
Mhm.
certification for provisioning
Not
those
necessary.
accesses.
Yes.
So that's not
No.
necessary, right?
Here, not necessary. As Manish has mentioned very rightly over there. So having a certification will give you an edge, but it's not compulsory. Okay. And one more thing I
Okay.
want to tell you, SAP Ariba usually has, I'm saying, I'm using the past tense over here. Okay. Usually had like 5 certifications previously till December 31st. Okay, after December 31st, they are changing the certification pattern totally altogether. You can go, this is a very latest information. You can go and check it over there. If somebody is saying like, okay, I'll give you the dump send for the certifications, they are lying to you. Now, SAP, for especially for Ariba, so they have changed the pattern of certification. They want it like practical certification. Previously, what happens was like if you go through the dumps and you can clear the certification. Now the things are not going to be in that case. So the thing is still yet to decide which kind of certifications SAP Ariba is going to put on. Okay, now here I want to highlight here in our course contents, all the certification patterns are going to be defined very properly. If you are going thoroughly with the training, okay, it is high probable that you can easily clear the certifications because now they are putting the practical certificate. Previously, there is no pre-assessment here. Now they plan. Still, it is not clear yet. I can't give you the clear information how the certification they are going to put. But with the sources, I got an information like they are going to give you an assignment first. Okay, based upon the assignment evaluation, that the assignment may be any random one, and that they'll give you online directly when you log on for the certification. Then you have to do it that assignment. After that, the actual exam is going to happen, something like this. So they are making little tougher and more valuable nowadays. Previously, there are so many things. You can see a lot of websites, certification clearance dumps. Okay, just pay some few bucks and you'll get the dumps, and you mug up those dumps, you can clear the certification. That much easy was that. Now it's not going to be. Yeah. So we are going to help you out on the certifications part as well. Okay. But right now it is still undecided, like how the pattern is going to be, how is this thing is going to be, not clear yet. So whenever there are information, we are going to keep you updated on that part. Yeah. So is there anything else, Farooq?
Only the other thing is in the duration for this complete training, and I said
Yeah,
it at the
the
weekends, right?
duration and the schedule I'll tell you. Okay. Consider this one as the first a zero session, like where we have got an overview. And coming sessions, very much deep dive for each and every topic is going to happen over here. So the sessions are going to conducted only on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, 7:30 to 9:30 or 10 a.m. Uh, Indian time I'm talking about. Okay, 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. usually. Initially, we'll take with 1.5 hours because you need to understand a lot of concepts initially. After a week or two, then we'll move on to 3 hours per session, Saturdays and Sundays. So 6 hours we are taking in a week usually. The whole week you'll be having the time to practice and everything. And if at all you are getting any queries during the practice, we are always reachable. Okay, we have the dedicated team for the access. Also, will be providing the access for you for 2 months. Okay, so if at all you are having any issues with the access, the different person is there. She is going to handle all your queries relevant with the any difficulties of login or anything. Those uh, subject wise also, if you are having any issues, you can reach me out during the weekends also, weekdays also. Okay, of course, on the weekends, Manish will be there. He's going to address all your queries. Okay, and the duration for the entire training is approximately 45 to 50 hours duration we are covering, because it's going to be very detailed kind of training. It's not like 30-35 hours we are covering over here. It's a complete thing, and the duration is not fixed also. Sometimes it may go beyond the duration, or sometimes it may finish before the duration as well. Totally depends upon how interactive the sessions are going to be. And we are not going to skip any questions over here. We are going to have a detailed question answer sessions as well, so that every one of you get a clarity on that part. Then only we'll move further. So tentatively 50 plus hours you can consider, and that would be 8 or 9 weekends. We are planning to finish this course. 9 weekends. Yeah. Hope it answer your question.
Yes, yes, thank you.
Yeah. So one second, just a second. Let me share my screen if it is visible to every one of you. One second. Just want to quickly show the contents and this one. So and since you asked about the administration process also, so you see all the sessions are going to be recorded first thing. Okay, and hope you can see my screen, guys. Is my yeah, I think you can see it.
Yeah,
So
it's
guys, here we are having the Google Drive here. Okay, in this Google Drive, you see like we are running this one since so long, these trainings. Okay, back in this is very few batches I'm saying. So first thing I want to tell you is like all the sessions. Okay, all the sessions which we are conducting over here are going to be recorded. So all the recordings will be provided and kept in our drive. So this is the Google Drive what we are having, which is there since very long. We have another Google Drive also. Before 2019 we were having another Google Drive. You see so many sessions we have taken so far. Like now the latest session is going on the batch number 105. Okay, 100 over batches we have taken for the weekends only. This is only the weekend one. You can see the drive storage, like all the documentation, all the recordings, everything is going to be there. Okay, everything is going to be there over here. Okay, so now I'll just show you a quick glance on any of the random, let's say for example batch 98. Okay, so here you can see this is the pattern of the documentation folders will be provided to you. So in one folder, we are providing all the recorded sessions, okay, complete recorded sessions. So these recorded sessions will be given to every one of you because Saturday and Sunday, the sessions are going to be there. On Monday, you'll be getting the 2 days recordings automatically updated over here, okay? And everything is going to be very systematic, and the relevant documentation like notepads are also there. Notepads are what you can say uh, classwork classwork things. So wherever we are doing all the practice or something in the class, our Manish is showing you the details. So everything is going to be mentioned in the notepad system. Okay, now the other documentation which I was talking is like there are a lot of documentations going to be, okay, upstream separate documentation, downstream separate integration, everything is going to have a different documentations over here. So these documentations are not only the standard documentation provided by SAP, but also self-made documentations are also there. Okay, self-made documentation in the sense like documentation prepared by Manish. Like you see this kind of CIG configuration, very step-by-step documentations are going very properly with screenshots, proper screenshots. We are going to provide you all the documentation, even like screenshots of the transactions. It's a very big documentation. Okay. So SAP documentation, like SAP screenshots with the highlight. Hope you every one of you can see it here, right? So yeah, so these type of documentations will be given self-prepared documentations. Okay, and apart from this one, sorry, I don't know that. Hope you can see my screen again. Okay, so in this one, I was saying which one 98 batch, right? Yeah. So we were talking about the documentation. So similarly, we do have this contract management, all the documentations will be there, and the project documentations are going to be there over here. Okay. So there are a lot of things, guys. So here all the documentations will be provided to you: project documentation, self-prepared documentation, and SAP standard documentation. And apart from that one, we also do have certification documents as well. Previously, we used to have the certification documents. Okay, but right now we are putting it on hold because the documentation for the certification has been changed already. So when it is released new one, definitely we are going to do, and you can see the work enablement guides wherever it is. So in short, I can say you are going to get, and this drive access is the certification material. So in this one, the certification guides will be there, and even the dumps will also be there. So there are a lot of things which you can go and access this learning, material over there. So apart from this one, this I just want to highlight over here. This drive is going to be there with you for lifetime. Okay, so we do have this access, and you are going to download in your laptop and make use of it. If at all your laptop is having any issue or any something, even after 4 years or 5 years also you are coming, still you can connect to this particular drive and download it. So the access for the complete learning material documentation is going to be for lifelong. That's what I want to highlight over here. Yeah. So is there anything else, guys, you want to ask here? Any questions here? Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, Raj, you're there. Yeah.
Yes, sure. So if you have any questions to ask, guys, please, you are most welcome to ask the questions. Otherwise, we can conclude the session for the day. Share, do you have anything to ask? You are just unmuted.
No, I was listening through it. Like I was just like looking through the switch to SAP or not. Like I just wanted to look for a secondary job. The primary one is
Okay,
good.
okay.
I'm more like a technical manager, and
Hmm.
looking at this thing, like everything is like new and it will take effort. I was like contemplating what to do as a secondary skill, right? Maybe I will stick with AI
Okay.
rather than this one, because there are like quite a bit of a new terms and all that, and it seems like a secondary job. This won't be good because it looks like more you will be interacting with the business people altogether to customize your
Definitely.
SAP stuff and all that, and secondary job you can't do that because
No, no,
I
no, no,
need
definitely
some
not.
time basically.
It's a
So
full
that's
time.
why like but I did get a fair bit of an idea. I will recommend it to my wife again because she's non-technical. Maybe this might be because
Hmm.
it looks like it might the whole
Hmm.
course might take around about 2 to 3 months to go through it, and
Two
hopefully
months,
yeah, yeah, you said somewhere around 9
9
weeks
weeks.
something, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
8 to 9
So
weeks.
2 months odd. I will ask her whether she wants to do it, but I was thinking like let me attend it and see like if I can look for it. But I think I will stick with AI stuff rather
AI
than
is the future. Yeah,
yeah.
if you are looking for generative AI and all those things, so that's really good to.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm more on the Java
Help.
side right now, and I'm already into
Okay.
AI, looking through the AI stuff and all those things. So I think this is not good match for me, but for my wife, I will try to convince her. But
Sure.
I failed in the past.
Sure, no problem. You can connect me later on also because we are also into, generative AI agentic flows and all those things. We are also into the development part of it. Okay, we have provided lot many solutions to different small
Okay.
companies from our solutions. Okay, we are running like lot many platforms like Zapier, N8N, and even in Joel also. And also we are planning to, integrate AI features, means like a third-party AI solutions. We want to make it and integrate with
No, no, but
SAP
is
products as
that
well.
specific or in like in general? Like because I'm more from the Java background, so you
No,
actually like
you see,
do.
now the AI has changed a lot. Okay, there is no code is thing. Now the you see the cloud, open cloud is coming up. Okay, there are a lot many things which are no need of any programming language. Okay,
Mhm.
without there is no programming going to be in future.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so
Everything is
yeah,
getting
getting this
yeah.
one, the development is happening very fast. There are no programmers going to be there in future. Okay, AI is going to do all programmatical the headache. job
Yeah, I
and
can
much
already see
efficient way.
that basically.
Yes, much efficient way, and we are doing a lot of R&D on that one internally. We based out of Pune basically. You can connect me later if you want to, have more kind of understanding how the things will work. So definitely we can provide those details to you as
Yeah,
well.
if you
Yeah.
can have some something similar kind of a sessions for the AI stuff, right? What you will take,
No,
or if
we
you
are not doing the the training, typical training in AI, but we have the development. We have the team for the proper agentic AI development and all AI relevant activities, and we are doing a lot of demonstrations since couple of weeks to different clients around the globe, and we are getting
oh,
very good response on that part. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
You
that
can
is
correct
in.
me. I'm just putting my number in
Uh-huh.
chat window, guys, to everyone. So you just note down my number here. This is my number. You can directly call to me or you can WhatsApp me as well. So it's +91 840 8878 222. Okay, this number is on WhatsApp as well as you can directly call me. Okay. Uh, so we
Sure.
can discuss any means like with respect to AI kind of stuff which is going currently in the market in advanced way. We are actually building the solutionings and we are building the applications. Okay, SaaS applications on AI. Okay, and of course,
Okay.
SAP is our core part here. So with respect to
Mm-hmm.
Ariba and all, if anybody is having any queries, you can reach me out even after the sessions or any time you can reach me. Please make a note of my number over here. So this is the thing. And is there any very nice talking to you, Cheers thing here. So
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
appreciate. You can connect me later. We can discuss more on that part. Okay.
Sure.
You are based out of US, right?
Yeah, I am based in US, and
Okay, great.
yeah.
Great. So we can. There are a lot of things are going on there. So we can discuss
Mm-hmm.
later on. Yeah.
Sure.
So is there anyone else, guys, who are having any questions quickly?
It's not audible.
Yeah, Vishnu.
Yeah. So nice. Since you brought about the topic, just wanted to say something. I'll just take
Please.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Recently, I've read that one guy has created an Apple app just with the help of Claude and Apple Developer License, and with the
Mm-hmm.
prompts he used ChatGPT for Codex for code reviewing, and he
Mm-hmm.
created an app within say 4 or 5 days. It
Mm-hmm.
made a
Yes,
sensation.
yes, yes.
Now maybe
Yeah.
you're looking at the news.
Yeah. There's the level of development it is happening. You see, if you are following, if you guys are following the news and all. So Facebook has taken many years to develop the entire application. Now the team of AI
Okay.
can is developing in just 72 hours. Just 72 hours. So you can see the rapidness in the development part with respect to AI. So this completely changing, and but definitely I can say SAP is not going to get affected over here because SAP is also rapidly adopting AI features in their own products. Because you see, for the bigger organizations who are running their own legacy systems and running SAP since so long for from decades, so it's very difficult for you to do the operations through AI immediately. Okay, if SAP is providing the AI features, definitely they are going to stick with the SAP itself. Okay,
Yeah,
because it has
absolutely. I agree with you. The reason is SAP is more of a data-based,
yes,
data
yes,
manipulation rather than an
driven.
application in itself.
Got
Yeah, it's a brand, and yes, I do agree. People can't
totally
take
agree.
heads from there, and reliability also matters when you're coming up with new.
Definitely, yes. The word you have used, reliability, that is the major, point of discussion right now. Okay, seriously, it is because we can't rely on AI now at this situation because it's not 100% mature, we can say, but the maturity is coming very faster right now. You see, they can do anything. They can do anything. We can't blame anyone also over there. If we are relying 100% on AI, if there is a company is there, there is someone is there, you can point out a resource. But in AI, everything you have made it in a flow, whatever the agentic, especially I'm talking about agentic AI, if you are giving an agent some of the tasks, so their main intention is by hook or crook, you have to finish it. They will go by any way, anything they can do and try to finish that one. That is going to hamper the actual business process. So controlling of AI is also going to be a very difficult task over here. Okay, so guys, so this is the session coming. We don't have any session tomorrow. So next session is going to be on Saturday. Coming Saturday, that is going to be on the date I'm saying to you is on 14th of February. Okay, 14th of February is going to be the first session over here. So we are going to share the recordings of this session to every one of you, and the slide, of course, the deck also we are going to share with everyone. So make your minds like how you want to go ahead, and you connect with our team, business development team like Sana, anybody who are in touch with you. Okay, and those who are directly touch with me, please call me. I'm going to guide with you, to guide how the process of enrollment and other things are going to happen. So we'll take it this one to the next stage. And I think four or five participants already been enrolled over here. Okay, for the rest of you, you can hurry up for the enrollment. And we are taking the limited participants here, maximum 10 to 12 participants. We can take it over here. We don't take more number of participants. So try to do the enrollment as soon as possible if you are interested. Okay, if you feel this session is really worthwhile, and in future also definitely the same rhythm and same more enhancements are going to be done over here. If you feel those things, definitely I request you to hurry up in the enrollment part, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. If you don't have any questions, anybody is having any more questions, guys? Here.
Okay, guys, like, what is the methodology will be covering up for? I mean, is it like activate methodology will be covered on this
It's a
implementation process? I'm
hybrid,
asking.
actually.
Hi.
It's a hybrid.
Hybrid in the sense,
Actually,
can you please throw some light on
Activate
that?
is also there, and what to say, Agile is also we are gonna adopt for the
Okay, so
deployments. Okay, yeah.
so you mean to say that activate is kind of a waterfall?
It's again a mix of, because sorry, SAP, it is more about SAP, not Ariba. So we'll go with the hybrid. We'll try to go it sprints plus also
Hmm.
kind of slight fixing of the requirement. Right, it depends on the module also, Farooq. It depends on there as
Okay,
well. Yeah.
okay, okay.
Like
Thank you,
one
Manish.
more question, like usually for most of the newcomer, right, 2 months will be less for the access and try out all the features and all that, right?
Yes.
So is there any way they can extend that, like
Yes, yes, yes.
more than
The
the
access is
two
not
months?
only this one. Yeah, I got your point here. So you see,
Yeah.
2 months access is included in the package. Okay.
Okay,
The package which I have discussed is going to be like live sessions, full set of recordings for lifetime access.
right.
And Ariba access is for 2 months, resume preparation, career guidance, everything is in the package. So 2 months is free, including the
Hmm.
package. After that, how many months you want to take, it's pay per month basis. You can use
Paper
it, and you can
basis.
connect with our, yes, yes, you can connect me later. You can connect with the business team. They are going to guide you on this one. It's very nominal charges we are charging for this, very competitive to the market prices. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
How long you
sounds
want to
good.
use, you can use it. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Most welcome. Mm. So is there anybody else, guys, who wants to ask any further queries or questions you have? Great then, guys. So I really appreciate your time and patience sitting and listening to us. Okay, hope it was a very fruitful session for everyone, and we are happy to go ahead from the next weekend onwards. So you can finish up the basic formalities and we can go ahead. And I just want to take some feedback. I think Shakil, are you there in the call? Because I didn't hear anything from your end. How was the session? Because you already done the enrollment, right?
Yeah, session was really, really good, and everything was perfectly regarding the MM, regarding the Ariba sourcing contract, SLP. So,
Th-
yeah,
mhm.
very good.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shakil. And going forward, you'll see more, inside and in-depth kind of, even configuration, hands-on everything
Well, looking
for
forward.
sure.
Yes.
Yes, and full coordination will be there from our team and from myself as well. Okay, and Manish, thank you so much, Manish, for your time and efforts you have put it here to mentor everyone today. And thank you so much. Really appreciate, Manish, your efforts. So, guys, we'll conclude the session for the day.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.